Hello and welcome to the Citizen Journalist Show this chilly winter morning. We're beginning with a story that's going to make you stand up and take notice. Captain Saurabh Kalia, a young army officer who died in the Kargil war. He faced the real test of the war for 22 days unarmed in the enemy's custody. His body came home mutilated and disfigured. He'd been subjected to the most brutal of torture, violating the Geneva Convention. So many years later, as his martyrdom still awakes an entire nation, his family is still demanding a basic apology from Pakistan. Not just that, they want the Indian government to pursue their demands seriously. Saurabh Kalia's brother, Vaibhav Kalia, with the Citizen Journalist report.
6 जून को ऐसे पेपर में एक इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में छोटी सी न्यूज लगी थी कि फोरजाट के ऐसे ऑफिसर्स कैप्टन सौरभ कालिया कैप्चर्ड है.
On 9th it was learnt that there were some bodies that were received from Pakistan, and it was confirmed that the body of Captain Saurabh Kalia was being handed over.
उसकी बॉडी बड़ी म्यूटिलेटेड बॉडी थी और पाकिस्तान ने उसके साथ जो किया हुआ था वो सबने देखा, सबको पता था.
The 5 soldiers and my brother was the officer, the 6 persons. They were subjected to brutal torture for over 20 days. The face was not even left, I'll say, 1/4 of the actual size of the face. It was so bad. There was nothing on the face. It was like this much. So it was in a very, very bad shape. At that point, I made it very clear to myself that my parents will not see the body.
At my own level, after his sacrifice, I was promised right from the Prime Minister, Defence Minister, External Affairs Minister, that this issue will be raised with Pakistan as well as at international level. I'm sorry, and I am really pained that India is a huge country and it is not able to defend its cause in other countries.
When Saurabh's body arrived in Palampur, it was placed in this ground where the people of Palampur paid their last tributes to the soldier. Since then, we've had our own struggle. We are struggling for the justice, which is a sheer violation of the human rights as per the Geneva Convention. The torture of the soldiers, I don't know why, but nobody in the government seems to do anything about it. The government of India has simply dumped this entire issue. This is the museum my parents have made for Saurabh, and it's more of a temple for us than a museum. Every morning my parents come here and they lit a jyot and agarbatti in front of the image photo of the Saurabh. We have kept all his belongings, his uniforms. There's an alarm clock, there is his Ray-Bans, his watch, his radio, the chess he used to play, his binoculars.
सौरभ तो जो चला गया वो तो नहीं आ सकता, लेकिन जो और हैं उनके साथ तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. हम उसके लिए फाइट करें और जब तक हम जिंदा हैं हम फाइट करेंगे.
Ever since Kargil war, we have received thousands and lakhs of letters. There's so many people they have written us like the guilty should be brought to justice, and yes, government should do something for this injustice to the Indian soldiers. I don't know, like if there's so much of sentiments are happening in the minds of the people of this country, why is it that the government of India is absolutely silent on this issue? It's been 10 years that Kargil war has happened, and sometimes we feel that probably nothing will happen. Will this campaign take us anywhere? Our struggle is going to continue. and very shortly we are going to file an RTI to find out what exactly the government is doing. We need the support of people of India for this cause, and people of India are indeed supporting us, but the voice needs to be raised now. This is Kalia, citizen journalist, CNN-IBN.